About a week ago, I received an email from this place called Future Me. I got a letter from myself that I wrote a year ago that I completely forgot I did. Basically what happened was at the end of our Teach for America training last summer, one of our facilitators gave us this idea of writing a letter to ourselves and gave us some prompts to answer. Just sort of about how we've grown over the summer, what our mindset was, and it was really interesting to read back over that and see what my thinking was a year ago. In this video, I'm gonna share with you that letter I wrote. I'm gonna write a new one to send to myself a year from today, and I'm gonna give you some prompts so that you can write your own letter to yourself as well. The link is below for Future Me. It's essentially just a platform where you can write a letter to yourself and then it'll email it to you after a set period of time, say a year, 5 years, 10 years, whatever you want. All right, let's jump into it. The letter to myself. Dear Future Me. By the way, I also put the guiding questions into the letter so that I would remember what they were. Anyways, how have I changed over the course of the summer? I've realized firsthand how unfair the system is. I've observed how kind, caring, and respectful these kids are, but don't always know how to express it. So last summer, I taught middle school math in summer school, and the students I had were honestly really wonderful. There were some behavior issues, things like that, but what I realized at the end of the day was that these students were really kind, really caring, and for the most part respectful. They just didn't always know how to express it. They didn't necessarily have the means to be able to express it yet, but I saw a lot of potential in them. Okay, let's keep going. I've become indignant, upset at unfairness, upset at this system that perpetuates inequality. I've become resilient. I've faced many challenges and overcome them. That's true. Last summer was insanely challenging. Like, it was just so intense. Basically, last summer I was working I would get up at like 5, was it 5? No, like 5:30. I'd get up at like 5:30 every morning. We would take an early bus, left at like 6, got to the school site, we would teach and do like trainings in the morning, then we would come back, basically do our own school like I was a student then for the rest of the afternoon, take classes on how to become a better teacher, and then do schoolwork at night because I was also taking a class for the credential program I was in. So it was just, the summer was crazy. So yeah, faced a lot of challenges, overcame them. That was kind of my mindset of this. Like, I had just gotten through it. Okay, and then I said, I was humble. I have accepted others taking charge and being told what to do, even if they are not the best ideas. That was a struggle for me too. I feel like some parts of like the way the trainings were run, group interaction, stuff like that was a struggle for me. Maybe I thought we should do it a certain way. Other people disagreed with me. That's a part of life though. So I kind of, at points, like I had to be humble. I learned how to be a team player. I've embraced discussion and swallowed my ego. That was a time where I learned we don't always do what Zach wants to do. When you're in a group, you gotta accept that. You have to, sometimes you have to swallow your ego, be like, okay, this is where the group wants to go. I'm gonna go with the group because I value the unity of the group more than I value my own individual opinion. So that was a big growing point for me. Okay, moving on. What is my vision? To become more loving and supportive. Love also means being tough on kids and pushing them to be better. I want to serve humanity in whatever I do and accomplish things that inspire others and share the process. Yeah, so I definitely wanted to share the process, and that's a big part of why I started this channel and have put so much time into it, is to be able to share stuff like this with you guys and share the process of like my growth, in the hopes that you will see, me going through life and going and like pushing through challenges, and then see that you can do the same. Okay, let's keep going. We're almost done. I pushed through the past 5 weeks and I pushed through 4 years of college. There's nothing I cannot do. I can accomplish anything I set my mind to. It takes diligence, consistency, support, both giving and receiving, love for what I do, and enjoying little moments and small victories, little by little, day by day. I set goals and work to achieve them. This year I have set many goals. Be a teacher, consistently post on my YouTube channel, sign up for and compete in a bodybuilding competition. That didn't happen, thanks Corona. I was actually considering doing a bodybuilding competition probably this current summer, but obviously all of those got canceled. So maybe next year, we'll see. Volunteer consistently every weekend. That's not happening anymore, thanks Corona. Read the writings, treat everyone with kindness, refrain from backbiting. Backbiting just means like talking bad about people behind their backs. I'm not about that life, I don't want to do that. See the positives in everyone as well as the positives in all of life. A positive mind equals a positive life. That is one of my life mottos. Like, I need to have a positive mind because that's going to give me a positive life, a positive outlook. I've also learned more about mindfulness this summer and will continue to work on listening to myself, understanding what my emotions are and where they're coming from, and dismissing thoughts that I don't need in my life. I am awesome. I literally wrote that. I wrote, I am awesome. You know, sometimes you gotta hype yourself up, right? You can't expect affirmations from other people if you're not willing to affirm yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you gotta be your number one supporter, because other people are not always gonna be there to affirm you in life, you know? You gotta be your number one supporter. So if you are watching this, you are awesome. Tell yourself that every day, because you gotta be your number one fan. You gotta believe in yourself. How are other people gonna believe in you if you don't believe in you? I will be stronger mentally, physically, and more willing to be vulnerable and support female empowerment this year. I can't wait to see how I've grown as a teacher and leader. Yeah, when I first read this, because I read it when I got it a week ago, I'm proud of myself. Like, I'm proud of where my head was at a year ago, and it's really cool to see like how far I've come and how much I've changed and grown, and to think that I was already planning for that a year ago, and I was already thinking about growing in the ways that I wanted to grow. It's really cool to see that, and I recommend everyone do this. It's been a really cool reflective opportunity for me, so I strongly recommend you do it. If you want to write a letter to yourself, the link is in the description. It's called Future Me. Alright, I just finished writing my new letter to myself for 1 year in the future. I'm sorry, but I cannot share it with you right now. That was really healing. Like, that was really fun to do, and I'm just like, I feel good. I feel good. Reflection is so important. It's so important, and I want to reflect more, because that's how we improve. You know, we look back on our mistakes and we learn from them. So, I feel good. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new, because I post every single week, and I will see you in the next